This episode is titled Baby Doll, came out on October 1st, 1994, directed by Dan Reba, written by Paul Dini, and animation by Studio Junio. Featuring Kevin Conroy as Batman, Lauren Lester as Robin, Efren Zimbalist Jr. as Alfred, Bob Hastings as Commissioner Gordon, Robert Costanzo as Bulock, Marie Devon as Summer Gleason, Alison Alison LaPlaca as Baby Doll, Jason Marsden as Spunky Spencer, Robbie Wrist as Brian Daly, Judy Strand.
Just like Spunky, I'm like, Spunk.
Robbie Wrist.
Robbie Wrist to get the Spunky out.
Judy Strangis as Tammy Vance, Tammy Vance, Bob Vance for Refrigeration, and Tassia Valenza as Miriam, and finally Alan Young as Todd Baker. Loads of people in this episode, and lots of newbies as well. And also, if you haven't yet, please like and subscribe on whatever platform you're listening to us on right now, as it just helps us out a lot. Go and do it right now.
Yeah, do it! Do it!
Yeah. Otherwise, you will say I didn't mean to when you didn't do it.
Good one.
Yeah.
You might want to click unsubscribe for that one.
Okay. Honorable mentions here. Studio Junio animated this episode, and they previously produced some of the episodes we've reviewed, which were The Underdwellers, Mudslide, Dreams in Darkness, Blind as a Bat, Avatar, and A Bullet for Bulock. Animation, we haven't seen the studio since Avatar, which wasn't that long ago. What do you think of the animation in this episode?
Came out in like 2008, bud.
Well, the second one, bro.
This low gravity will make you soft. You get soft. Pandora will shit you out dead with zero warning.
Animation, what do you think?
Yeah, it was good. I mean, talk about love that Batman moments. I mean, there was like a million of them. Batman was in the shadows a lot.
Yes, he is. I have decided definitively watching this episode that I think Studio Junio draws my favorite Batman in this show. I really like it. I love Don Let It All Hang Out. Like, they do a great job as well. But there's something about Studio Junio, their Batman, he just looks really like crisp and clean, and like those lines are sharp, but yeah, just lots of texture on him. I dig it. I think he looks great. And then otherwise, the animation, there was a lot of painted backgrounds in this, like especially at the fairground at the end, I thought looked really good. And some of the sets.
Playing some old school Roller Coaster Tycoon sound effects in that theme park.
Director Dan Reba has been credited previously in our review of See No Evil, as well as also being a previous guest of this
Reba
podcast.
Put a stopper in the water. Reba died over the tree. Lipstick. Good old fish.
Writer Paul Dini has been credited previously on our review of Joker's Favor, and has also been a previous guest on this podcast. And as far as acting creds go, all returning voice actors have been credited previously in their first appearance on the show, such as Robert Costanzo in On Leather Wings, or Marie Devon in Nothing to Fear. As far as new acting creds go for this show, Judy Strangis, who plays Tammy Vance, is mostly known for her small voice roles in animated shows like The Real Ghostbusters or My Little Pony. She stopped acting after this, so this was her last credited work.
Well, what are you mad at me for? It wasn't anything personal.
We were just playing characters in a TV show.
It was real to me!
Next up, Jason Marsden, who plays Spunky Spencer, will go on to play many roles in the DCAU, some of them being young Clark Kent in Superman the Animated Series, or Richie Foley in Static Shock. He's also known for playing Max Goof in a Goofy movie, so Goofy's son in that movie, Nelson Burkhard in Full House, and Thackeray Binks the cat in Hocus Pocus, where I know him most from. Yeah.
Take good care of Danny Max. You'll never know how precious she is until you lose her.
Yeah, so he's in the DCAU quite a bit as well, and I always recognize his voice. And he was also in Boy Meets World that I forgot to list here. I remember he was in quite a few
Why
episodes
did you like
of
that show? It wasn't that good.
It's not. I've gone back and watched it. I know.
You used to watch all the time. You'd be like, look, we're going to watch this. I'd be like, oh, fuck, all right.
I know. Well, Batman Beyond's in that. Terry McGinnis. That's his older brother is the voice of Batman Beyond.
With the cool guy Leon Kennedy haircut.
What are you doing? Fighting dirty. The real Batman would never... Told you didn't know me.
Next up, Robbie Wrist, who plays Brian Daly, who I thought Robbie Wrist looked like Tim Drake.
Rubbing my wrist.
I thought he looked like Tim Drake with a teenage mustache. He was the one that she kidnapped at the beginning. He looked just like a Robin, but with like a cheap teenage, like I'm trying to grow this out mustache. I thought that was an interesting character model. But he's also known for playing Michelangelo in all of the live action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies. Not the voice, but the guy in the suit. So that was an interesting thing because I was like, is he the voice? No, he's the guy in the suit. He's also Cousin Oliver in the last season of The Brady Bunch. Next up, we got Tassia Valenza, who plays Miriam, who's like Baby Doll's...
Tassia Valenza!
That's
Tassia Valenza.
Baby Doll's bodyguard. You know, like the
What
lethal...
a random character this bodyguard is.
So random. Also looks like the ventriloquist's sister, I thought.
What is her motive? Why is she working with her? She says it's a living.
I know.
How? So, but she hasn't robbed any. Like, what? Does she just have a lot of money from royalties from the show?
Wow, lady. You're good.
It's a living.
Because I was like, why are all these mobsters like working with her? Like, because she's not robbing banks and...
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. But it was a weird character like model, I thought. I was like, okay, she's got this kung fu kicking bodyguard, but whatever. But she
very
also...
random.
Yeah, she also plays Gina in the Superman the Animated Series episode Feeding Time and a few more small roles in the DCAU. She's mostly known, though, for voicing Poison Ivy in the Arkham games and Sniper Wolf in Metal Gear Solid games as well.
Oh.
Yeah, so some cool voice roles there. Then a couple more here. Alan Young, who plays Todd Baker, also will go on to play Dr. McDonald in Static Shock. He's mostly known for being the voice of Scrooge McDuck in all of the Disney movies and TV shows in the 80s and 90s. So that's the dad. And I loved Scrooge McDuck. He's just such a great character. And he sadly passed away in 2016 at the age of 96.
Long life.
What an age. And then finally, Alison LaPlaca, who plays Baby Doll, is known for playing Claudia in Madhouse. And I know you've just watched it as well, rewatched it. She is Joanna in Friends, which is Rachel's boss at Bloomingdale's. The one...
Oh, okay.
The one that sleeps with Chandler.
You can put your sad little muffin back in its drawer. You must know the truth. I didn't want to lose a perfectly good assistant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And dies.
and dies. Yeah, gets hit by a cab. Randomly, spoiler alert.
Who does she play again?
Baby Doll.
Wow. Okay, that's crazy to think about.
And when she went like adult, I was like, there it is. I can hear it now.
I will let my wife know that because she just watched the episode with me and we're rewatching Friends together. So she'll go,
oh, yeah. So I think she's like a very interesting character. And I think her being able to change her voice like that is very impressive as a voice actor to like go into that squeaky like baby voice. Okay, utility belt fun facts here. The first appearance of Baby Doll ever is in this episode. Wasn't even in the comics beforehand, as far as I could tell from research.
Really? So this is a character created for Batman the Animated Series?
Yep. Created by Paul Dini.
Wow, that's really cool.
So just like
we all talk about Harley Quinn, coming from this series, but Baby Doll as well.
Yeah. Baby Doll's two thugs are drawn to resemble Gilligan and the skipper from Gilligan's Island.
That's fun.
I also thought they looked like they were going out on the golf course afterwards. You know what I mean? They looked like they were dressed for a game.
I see. That's why he had the red polo and the white fedora. Gotcha.
Yeah. It was a choice. The character animation of Baby Doll is nearly identical to that of Mindy from Animaniacs, who's like a child like character.
Yeah, that's true.
Call me Mom.
Okay, lady.
Now, you should be perfectly safe in there. Here's your treat, hon.
Lies.
The character of cousin Spunky Spencer, wow, should not have stumbled on that name. Spunky Spencer is an obvious reference to cousin Oliver, played by Robbie Wrist, a character introduced in the Brady Bunch's last season and credited with ending the show. So that's interesting. It's the same voice actor as well. Paul Dini has stated that Baby Doll's creation comes from the idea that when you're a villain in Gotham, you're kind of a weird celebrity. So that was the start of that whole process for him.
Okay.
Baby Doll's character is based on child actors Gary Coleman, Emmanuel Lewis, and Shirley Temple.
Mm-hmm.
I can definitely see that. And then finally, Baby Doll has recently returned to comics in Batman, White Knight, Little Gotham, Batman The Adventures Continue, and Paul Dini's Sirens Soiree in Harley Quinn 30th Anniversary Special. She was also added to the story of Mad Love in the 2018 novelization by Dini and Pat Cadigan.
There's a novelization of Mad Love?
I did not know that until these fun facts, yeah. But that's cool. So obviously Dini, is fond of the character and throwing her in there when it makes sense. What did you think of this episode? As always, asking the big question.
I very much enjoyed it because I think the character is very interesting. I mean, all the Batman's best villains all have deep psychological issues, and that's what makes it really fun. And to have a new character with deep psychological issues, especially these ones, is great. I got a bit lost in it of when she first goes to the theme park and like that whole thing where she like stands next to a couple dudes to like blend in, and then like they all run over to Batman. Like surely you would run over too and hide behind them to blend in as well. Like I feel like maybe on paper that was done well, but maybe not translated the best to animation.
Yeah,
but no, love the character, love the idea of it, love the idea of kidnapping all these people to bring it back. Like she clearly has issues, and it's fun to see.
Yeah, I agree. I
don't usually say that. She's clearly got issues, and it's fun to see.
Yeah, well, as any Batman villain, it's always fun to see. I think I really like her like motivations, especially like the explanation behind her condition and how it led to her like loving the show and then becoming obsessed with this character and wanting to go back to it. And I love how she can throw her voice and be like this cute little girl and then suddenly this menacing like older woman. Like it's really creepy that she can flip that.
Plays into like that film Split. Like it's like it's almost like she's bringing in a new identity as and same with Scarface, like just bringing in that new identity as a protective shield away from your trauma and your sadness and reality. So like, it's good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
Very palpable, as we keep saying on this show.
Yeah, palpable Dini.
Yeah.
It's like the movie The Orphan is very similar to this as well. Like they might have stolen
I've never
from
seen
this.
it, but yeah, I know.
But
it.
yeah, and then I liked how she just had a gun in a doll's head. I was like, that's just so.
She had lots of fun stuff, like the gas coming out of a baby's sucker or whatever it's called bottle.
Yeah,
that's just fun. Like this is like we're having fun with Batman stuff. Though Batman did look like an absolute weakling at points in this episode where
he did.
He's being shot with tennis balls and that took him down. I'm like, mate, you fought Bane last episode and now you're like, oh no, rubber.
My only weakness.
Yeah, it's like, dude, come on. Like you could dodge some fucking tennis balls.
I know, and then he got he trained around the world for 7 years, and then he like fought some woman that probably took like a couple karate classes, and he got his ass kicked.
Dude, that's downplaying her. You don't know that she took a couple of karate classes. What? She could have been training in martial arts her entire not around the world, but her entire life. Like she was certainly formidable, though, for sure. I think you completely brushed over her.
I couldn't believe that like she was just beating the shit out of Batman and Robin so easily. I was like, damn. Like, even Robin's like, damn, girl, you got some moves. You know what I mean? Like, you could be the next Batgirl. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, good for her.
I was surprised at the level of, just Batman. I don't know if he's, like, given up at points, because we've said this before.
Maybe he's still like, fucking Bane beat the shit out of me, but, like, I need a break. Little girl, great. I'm going to take this one slow.
Also,
she's 30?
Every time,
it reminds me, I thought, like, sorry to interrupt, but I just thought, so, at the end of the episode, like, he doesn't do anything, he just, like, stands there as she, like, has this big realization and emotional moment. I was just picturing him after that, just being like, like just beating the shit out, like doing a Batman combo, like flipping over her head, like Arkham style, and like breaking an arm. Just being like, gotcha.
Yeah, I it's true. Every time it cuts in that scenario, like, what happens next? Like, does he like, okay, get off of me now, thank you. This is enough hugging.
He could have football punted her across the room, and it would have been like, and she would have been like, oh! Like all her bones broken. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. Everyone at the theme park's like, Batman, you just kicked a little girl. It's like, she's 30, okay? She is 30 years old. It's like, she's still tiny, Batman. You didn't have to actually, like, full-on Pele kick her. It's like, she was shooting tennis balls at me before, and real bullets, too, in a tunnel. I was just a bit hot, okay? I was hot.
Yeah,
is she all right? Like, no, Batman, she is not okay.
Busque otra variante. Ya te canto que sea una de los infumables.
She was in this Playpen, like, at the end as well, and I thought that's such a weird place to see Batman. You know what I mean? Like, to see Batman in, like, I don't know, like a jungle gym. Like, I was like, what the fuck is he doing there? Like, that's not a cool place to be Batman.
Oh, the kids are like, it's Batman, cool. He's like, get out of the fucking way.
Yeah, and also, she almost shot him in that, like, little Playpen tunnel, and I was like, if that's how Batman died, can you imagine?
Out in a kid's tunnel?
In a kid's tunnel, shot by a gun with a doll hanging off of it?
Bad choice. I should have just football kicked her across the room when I had the chance.
Those fucking tennis balls, god damn it.
They hurt.
I'm gonna have welts there, you idiot. The music in this episode, I think the Baby Doll theme is pretty good. I like how it's the theme for the show, and then it's turned, you know, depending on her mood. Like,
I didn't notice it, to be honest.
Oh, didn't you? The dun 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 dun. Yeah, it's like that, but then it's slowed down at points. No. It's not the Clock King.
That's right, Clock King, primo Batman villain.
And the carousel music at the carnival in this episode is the same music used in Robin's Reckoning Part 2 at the carnival as well.
Okay.
So I wonder if that was the carnival that was shut down in Robin's Reckoning Part 2 that is now opened. It was surprising to see a place that's opened in Gotham. I was like, oh, it's not abandoned. Only one ride is closed, but like the whole place is open. That was a surprise to see.
Well, there are places open. They're just this aggressive expansion.
Very good, very good. I also liked the Gotham Insider Where Are They Now segment hosted by Summer Gleason.
That was a good way of doing some exposition.
Yeah, I wondered who else I'd like to see in that as well. Like, who in Gotham or in that would you like to see in that show? You know, like Summer Gleason.
Well, who's
like,
a celebrity? Harvey Dent. Where is he? Oh, he's in Arkham with half his face burnt off.
I guess Grey Ghost, Simon Trent could be a good one.
He died in his armchair.
Yeah, he died after fighting with Batman. He went home. Yeah, he
said some really racist things. He posted very questionable things on Twitter.
Got cancelled. He died. He got ghosted. Oh! Maybe Alfred? There's like some expose and
Alfred's not famous.
Yeah, imagine if he was though. Like some sort of like cool backstory where he's like, yeah, I was in a couple film noirs.
Yes, I used to be a very famous actor, but then I gave it all up to Clean Wayne Manor. That's my story.
I'm studying for a role. It's a very long study, but it's going to be the best role of my life.
We're doing one of those things where you film it for years, and then when it comes out, you're like, whoa, you saw him age over time. We haven't started shooting yet, though, so still waiting on
Daniel Day-Lewis, eat your heart out. I am the butler. That's coming this summer. I think.
I hope.
I also thought Gordon, for once, was very clued in on the ongoings. Clued. He was clued in.
I'm clued in on what's going on. Don't worry.
I'm George clued in. Yeah, I thought he was, for once, he was very clued in on the ongoings, on like the case itself. Like he was like, all right, there's missing people. They're all linked to this show. She's probably the likely like target.
Yeah, and then you just don't see him again. You don't see him again. He's like, you got this one, right, Batman? Like, it's a fucking kid. It's like, no, she's 30. Yeah, all right. Can you just fucking handle this? Like, I want, Joker's escape. It's like, well, maybe I should be doing the Joker case. You always do the Joker case. Look, you get the child. I'll do Joker this time. And we'll meet up for coffee like we do on New Year's Eve, and we'll talk about it. Oh, it's going to take you till New Year's Eve to get the Joker? That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying we'll talk about it New Year's Eve. I caught the Joker between this conversation. I snuck out and I got him. You're welcome. So, I guess I'll do the baby dolls. Oh, will you now? Okay, prick.
He also, Batman takes the videotape of the old sitcom and he takes it home to study, like with Robin. And I'm like, study? What, you just going to watch the show? Like, is that what you're going to do? Like, what, 8 seasons, 40 episodes? You're just like, we got to find something in this.
I didn't mean to.
No wiki at that time to look everything up.
Yeah. Well, Robin's kind of like a Rotten Tomatoes reviewer in this with like some of the things he's saying. Like, remember that time we got caught with Poison Ivy's vines? This is worse. I'm like, that was something you'd read like from a film critic on Rotten Tomatoes, you know? Richard the Dick Grayson or something.
Robin's Reckoning.
Oh, I like it. Robin's Recon? No, Reckoning's pretty... that's all right. Just imagining him like as an online film critic though would be great fun. He like also said, what does he say with the Shakespeare one? Oh, he goes P.U. And I could see that like, you know, as his one like 2-word review or whatever, just like P.U. That's what I think of this adaptation of Macbeth. I'm an 18-year-old film student and I know things.
You and I were both 18-year-old film students at one point.
And I think I said P.U. once to a movie.
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't. But I would probably like this.
You were like, this Citizen Kane, P.U., black and white. Oh, next.
I kind of was. I still am.
You are. You hate old stuff.
I'm
like,
Robin
how
the Dick
old
Grayson.
is it? Oh. You want to watch Metropolis? What, from Superman? No, like the 1923 like classic. Oh.
Boring. Oh, and it influenced so many. I don't care. Show me those things that I like.
Watch Trip to the Moon? How about Trip to the No? Thank you.
How about we watch Armageddon? They go to the moon kind of in that one, right? Bruce Willis, Ben Affleck. That's a cool one. Michael Bay, I think. I like his movies.
Oh, God.
The Rock, anybody? The Rock's a good movie. Come on. Anybody?
Daniel Day-Lewis. Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
The Rock isn't in The Rock. I don't mean the actor. I mean the movie.
Oh, I thought you just meant The Rock.
No, I mean like the movie.
I like The Rock.
Michael Bay, The Rock. Michael Bay's The Rock is a good movie. I stand by that.
Yeah,
and
it's great.
Sound off in the comments. Let me know. It's a good movie.
So good.
It's better than Metropolis and Citizen Kane, that's for sure.
It is not better than Citizen Kane, mate.
P.U.
Rosebud, Rose Dud.
Oh, there it is. That's the review that you see on Rotten Tomatoes by Robin the Dick Grayson. Speaking of Robin as well, he had some smooth moves, like flipping over that giant purple van in this episode as well.
Batman was like, holy shit, Robin, you're gonna die! You're okay. Forgot he was in the circus before this. Maybe I should have joined the circus for a while. I might have to take a break and brush up on my circus stuff.
What, like as a lion tamer or like a clown?
Yeah, do it all, it all comes in handy. Have to tame a lion at some point. Be a big freak. I'll just wear a big freak costume for a while. See what that's like.
Big freak.
I'm a freak.
What would he do? What would his weird thing? He's like, one ear is longer than the other on my cow. Isn't that freaky?
What a freak.
He also pulls a Tomorrow Never Dies in this and remote controls the Batmobile, which I thought was fun. Except for when he needs to stop it, he has to hit like 50 buttons. I'm like, dude, that needs some reprogramming there. Where he like sees Baby Doll, he's like, uh-oh, and he like, you see him hit like 6 buttons.
Stop in 7 languages. You really want to stop, huh? Yes.
Yeah. He has to spell out stop,
yes,
but it's like
C.
the old... and I also enjoyed Robin grabbing Bulock by mistake in the smoke and Bulock just looking at him like he's useless. Like, it's me, you idiot. You know, I thought that was great. Little ad for Bulock there.
Yeah, and then Batman just comes over and like wafts the smoke away like it's a fart. Like it was like nothing.
Yeah. I was like, isn't that not going to knock you out?
Well, how much smoke was there? The Batman was just like, all right, that's the end of that smoke.
I also thought that Cousin Spunky. Wow, why can't I say that? I want to say...
So Spunks a lot.
Sir Spunks a lot. As an adult, just playing guitar in his garage looked like you as a teenager. I was like, that's my brother as a
Looks
teenager.
like me now.
Yeah.
My guitar skills are a lot better than Spunky's, though.
He was shredding, bro. He was just like, and then he's like, Woody, I'm practicing. I was like, oh, I've seen that before. I've seen that person in my house.
What, a guy just playing guitar?
No, you're that guy.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Just I'm practicing and peace.
Yeah,
and
I
love.
didn't do it with an open garage door, playing it really loudly, obnoxiously.
No, that's so annoying. And you know what's even funnier? That's Robin. That's what's crazy. I was genuinely like, whoa, when that happened. Like, that was a Mission Impossible mask removal moment.
It was Robin the whole time.
Like, I was waiting for the music to like dun 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 as he pulled it off. I was like, that I did not remember that. Like, I did not see that one coming. I didn't mean to.
Didn't see Spunky coming, did you?
I did not see Spunky coming. And then also when I saw Baby Doll escaping on a tricycle, I thought that Batman was going to have one too. Like I was secretly hoping he was going to grab one from behind the bins, you know? Like,
quick, Robin, get the Bat-Trike.
Just like pedaling after her, like really quick.
He's got huge wheels.
Yeah, with like bat
machine guns. Bat-Trike is sick.
Alfred, this is the best one yet.
You're welcome, sir. Put a little baby ring on it as well. Baby ring? Cling, 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 cling. Ah, nostalgic.
It's got like a Joker wing mirror for McDonald's on it.
There's a basket with a fresh snack for you, sir. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, a little sandwich. Thank you. Roast beef. Nice.
Robert's like, where's mine?
I didn't have time. It's the Bat-Trike. The bird trike. Yeah, you can walk.
Yeah, you use those.
I saw you just flip over a fucking van, mate. You don't need no trike. You're good.
I also thought Batman looked, as you mentioned, very cool in this episode quite a bit. I liked when he was crouching on the roller coaster, looking over the fairgrounds.
Yeah.
Although when that one kid said, "It's Batman," in a very delayed way, I cracked up. I was like...
Yeah, me too. It almost sounded like he didn't even say it. He just went like, Batman. You know, like Bunny in Nightmare Before Christmas.
And I noticed that 2 of the older kids at the fairground, the ones that Baby Doll was like rallying next to, were the same 2 characters that were on top of the train in Underdwellers playing chicken at the beginning of that episode. Yeah, I saw one of them because he had like green pants on and like a brown leather jacket and like blonde hair. And I was like, those are the guys playing chicken. Like, Underdwellers feels like a lifetime ago now when we reviewed that, but same character model and also same studio, so that makes sense that they had those. And I was, I liked like Batman in the House of Mirrors scene at the end.
Yeah, that's great. I love a House of Mirrors scene. I love it in Man with the Golden Gun. I love it in is it Enter the Dragon? Is that the Bruce Lee one that it's in? Yeah, I love me a mirror scene. I'm doing a bit of a mirror scene in Mobster Bash at some point. But
well, and obviously Dark Knight Returns with Joker as well.
Yeah, absolutely, of course. I just like a mirror scene.
Yeah, a mirror scene's cool, and that is my love that Batman moment. Even though there's a lot of them in this episode, man, I'm fumbling over my words. But even though there's a lot in this episode, that moment where like he keeps on appearing in the mirrors and she's shooting them, but he's just like this dark, like demonic figure that just keeps on showing up. I was like, that is cool. Like, I love how he does that.
Why couldn't you just let me make believe?
And I thought this ending was really powerful. Like, instantly rates this episode higher for me because it's got Paul Dini's fingerprints like all over it, doesn't it?
Absolutely, yeah.
And ending with the sad Batman music as she cries and holds onto him and says, "I didn't mean to," is just excellent writing.
I didn't mean to.
Mwah! French kiss.
French kiss. French kiss. My favorite. And yeah, so that
it's
is
your favorite.
That is the end of the episode. As always, we go into our top 3. Almost Gone, Joker's favorite, The Laughing Fish. Does this replace any of those for you?
No.
I agree. Ranking out of 10, though, what would you give this episode?
A 7.4 out of 10.
Oh, wow. Okay. Lower than I expected. I gave it an 8.3. I thought it was pretty good. It went higher at the end because I just really liked that ending. But yeah, it just, I guess it went down for me.
I'll go a 7.8. I'll go.
Okay, nice. It went down for me kind of more at the start with that whole like alleyway fight and she's showing up and then she gasses them and I don't know, it felt like a bit Batman 66, that whole sequence in the street with like they were all too close together. I thought it was a bit weird, but other from that, it was a great episode. Fit check, I didn't notice anything besides Robin wearing Spunky's skin, basically. Otherwise, everyone that was in outfits, I mean, Baby Doll had a few different outfits, like in the shows, like, or in like Maverick and stuff like that. Not Maverick, I mean Macbeth. Maverick. She's in Top Gun, coming soon. Yeah, otherwise, that's Fit Check for this week. Nothing there.
Oh, good. A quick one.
A quick one. You don't need to check your phone. Next week,
what a shame.
The episode that is very Alfred-centric, it is The Lion and the Unicorn. Do you know what that's about?
Is this... No.
It is the return of Red Claw.
Red Claw returns? Well.
Red Claw returns sounds pretty cool. I like that. Diddle-a-da-da, Red Claw returns. I don't know, that just sounds like an ad.
Oh no, I'm really not looking forward to that.
Yeah, there's a few shots of Red Claw in this where I'm like, do you want to dig your claws into that? You know what I'm saying? Get a chunk of that red meat. He's shaking his head for everyone listening. All right. Before I say anything worse, come back next week where we will be reviewing The Lion and the Unicorn.